Hey, victorious ones. So I got out of work not too long ago. And today, God had been working on me with something. And I said, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to be obedient. And I'm going to talk to y'all real cutthroat, real raw about this situation that God been working on me with. He been working on me with being more gentle with myself. So when I say being more gentle about myself, I'm talking about you also being more generous with yourself. Make a long story short, like right now, God has me working on many hats. Of course, as most of y'all know, I'm raising 4 young men, my teenagers. I'm working on Monica, which is a job because we have to work on ourselves intentionally. I have my small group, which I love to do at church. I work a full-time 9 to 5, well, a 6 to 3 job Monday through Friday. And then I'm also working on my life coaching business. So he does not put more on us than we can bear. But we have to be able to slow down enough to be able to balance it all. So yesterday, I knew I needed to rest. And I started feeling guilty about that. Like, feeling guilty about needing to rest. And this is my signs of knowing I need to rest. Like, I get a little more edgy. Or I just feel like aggravated about the smallest thing. I'm human. Although I serve God and I do seek and put him first, I have feelings. So I say that because when I took that 2-hour nap yesterday after work, I felt so much better. And I still needed to rest more yesterday after that. You know, so I just knew it. So I'm saying on you today, if you feel like you just need to take time out to rest for yourself or do things you like to do, don't feel guilty about it. You don't owe that explanation to nobody, not even to yourself. I say not to even to yourself, because if we go to overthinking it, is it okay for me to take a nap? Is it okay for me to go sit outside and just be quiet in the car? Is it okay for me? It is okay. I'm going to answer it for you. It is okay. Because if you're not okay, how are we to pour into our families? I'm just saying, our jobs. You can't pour and put our all into these places in our life, all those hats that God has put on our life, if we're not okay. And it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. To stay there means I'm going to just keep running on E. Does our cars run on E? No. So we can't run on E either. You can't. And be gentle with yourself. And I also say this because today I was talking to God this morning on my way to before I went to work, because I'm real intentional about that. And I said, God, I'm doing everything you asking me to do. I need you to help me through today. Not that I was mad, I was in a bad space, but I said, I need you to help me through this day. That's how we need to talk to him. And he did 2 things today. And I want to share it with y'all, because when we seek him, he shows us understanding. So one thing he did for me today, one of my small group members, she texted me. She was like, are we going to have small groups tomorrow? And I said, yes. And for some reason, I just thought I wasn't pouring enough into them. She said, I am so excited. And I was too, but I was doubting myself. So God used her to encourage me to keep on pushing toward his purpose with that. And then today, a customer, make a long story short, one of my workers, one of the people I work with, she said, Monica, that young man need help over there. It was an older gentleman. And for some reason, I just knew I could vibe and joke with the customer. And I said, hey, that young man, may I help you? So he started looking back, joking. I'm old. He was older, so he was looking back. And I said, yes, I'm talking to you, young man. So he went to explaining to me what he needed help with. So once again, to make a long story short, he needed help finding like a big bulk of making cream corn. So I showed him where we had a big can of cream corn. He was like, I didn't even come in here really for that. But you was able to help me. And I started thinking in the spiritual sense. That's for all of us. God may send people to us, and they may be looking for help for whatever, in our job or whatnot. But our energy may be helping them more so than ever. And then with him saying that to me, he was able to help me. And as he was walking out the door, he said this to me. Y'all, I had to really catch myself. I'm not crying. Because it was God using him, although he didn't know it. He said, and Miss Monica over there, she helped me out today. I wasn't even coming in here really to get this corn, but I looked for I got what I was looking for. And God used him to help me see that. We never know how God will bring encouragement. But I want y'all to grace yourself enough. Grace meaning give yourself room not to feel so bad about not being able to do everything at one time. And this is another story I'm going to put on y'all. Easter. I'm that mama that always want to make sure my boys got the Easter outfits, Easter clothes, matching clothes. This year, God really told me this. He said, stop stressing and worrying about the small stuff. Don't worry about that. And I had just bought them some new clothes, y'all, because they're getting bigger and older. God said to me, he did. Not audibly, but in my spirit. The more you get close to them, he talks to you. That's the relationship part. He said, don't worry so much. So I got up that morning, put something on that I already had in my closet. And then they got dressed. And as I was looking at them, y'all, they already wear them pullovers. I guess that's a teenage thing. If I would have put so much effort into making sure they match, they would have had them pullovers on anyway. That's that overthinking. And there ain't nothing wrong with those that do that. But God was telling me, take some of that pressure off yourself. They're already older. They got their teenage style. As long as they're not dirty or raggedy, which they never are. That's something I had to learn about too. We have to calm down and know the best that we're doing is good enough on all areas. If you're doing the best you can as a mother, that's the best you can do. If you're doing the best you can on your job, and I said it, that's good enough. And if anybody try to make you feel bad about that, know within yourself, that you're doing good enough for that job that God has provided to you. And God has sent people to encourage you. So don't let the negative get within you. If somebody come at you real sharp or different when you know you're doing your best, pray for them. Pray for them. But do evaluate if you're not. But if you feel of hearts of all hearts that you're doing your best at your job, if you're doing your best as a mother, as a wife, on creating your business, give yourself more room, more grace. Give yourself that. And you may have to tell yourself that I'm doing the best job that I can do. Matter of fact, tell yourself that now. Say it out loud. I am doing the best job that I can do. Just say it. I'm doing the best that I can do. And look around at your space and notice the small things that you may think that is small, but you are doing an awesome job at your job, encouraging the people around you and working good. If you still there and you encouraging other people, you're doing a very good job. If at your house it's clean and it's not nasty, there's a difference between nasty and messy. I tell the boys that all the time. Yeah, nasty is, to my opinion, when clothes on the floor, water, but that's nasty. But to be messy is just to have clothes in an empty basket. Shoes should not be on the floor because you have a receptacle to put your shoes in. So brace yourself for that too. If you have some dirty clothes or laundry that need washing or some that may not be put out, if it ain't on the floor, grace yourself, queen. Grace yourself. And this is what I've been doing lately, because I used to be the one feeling like I had to cook these big meals for them. I don't know. I just had that set up in my head. Right now, y'all know what I'm doing. I still even got my work clothes on because I said I'm going to come talk to y'all because I'm prioritizing this thing. I'm not going to not slack on what's most important to me right now, and that's y'all and me and us growing. So, with that being said, I said I'm going to jump on her with these work clothes on, y'all. Y'all just going to forgive me. Because after this, I'm going to get ready for group tomorrow, because tomorrow I get to see my small group at church, one of my favorite things to do. But just back to what I was saying. I had a plan. I said I'm about to get some I'm boiling some chicken right now, y'all, because I'm about to make some chicken salad to be enough for maybe 2 or 3 days. Yeah, we're going to eat on chicken salad, me and the boys. So when I get off tomorrow, I don't have to rush and feel like I have to do all this extra moving and shaking and moving. No. Grace yourself by finding room to make life easier for yourself, because there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be deceived thinking there's a perfect person by looking at people, meaning comparing yourself to other people's situation. You built for this. You built for this. You built for this. When people see me, you raising 4 teenage boys, how are you doing it? I'm doing it because I've learned to grace myself to knowing that I'm doing the best that I can do at that day for that moment. And I even tell my kids that. Especially with them getting older, I talk to them and I let them know, because it's okay to explain to them why you move the way you do, so that they can get an understanding of how they need to move, meaning having that respect for you. Having that respect for you. They knew the babe early tonight, because more than likely the whole house we're going to get shut down and we're going to bed by 9 o'clock. Because tomorrow going to be a longer day. We have to just build out a schedule sometimes and make it easier. So y'all be encouraged on today and be gentle with yourself. I heard this quote one day. I'm going to share it with y'all. Steve Harvey. He said, how many bad days have we failed? How many bad days have we? No, slow down. How many bad days have we passed? All of them. Because we still living. How many, y'all think about that. How many bad days have we conquered, overcome? All of them. All of them. So we can't let those bad days or days that are not always, you know what I'm saying. Not going to say bad because no days are bad. We have to find the good in it. So we need to just be encouraged. Be encouraged, y'all. And if y'all need somebody to talk to be encouraged, get in my inbox. Because I am scheduling if you're interested in getting a life coach. Because, y'all, I'm able to help y'all with this stuff. God didn't put me through the things I went through, the trials and tests, not to be able to encourage and help you too. So y'all be encouraged on today, victorious ones. I love y'all. Bye.